Hello survivors, welcome to a brand new Soulstone survivor video. Today we are playing a singular focus with devastating blow. We're going to go straight into it. It is a summon build. We're going to see how far we can push it. The most important thing right now is that we do use demonic pact. This allows us to increase our rune power by 2, which therefore increases everything else that's good for us. So we get that 2 rune power. We do lose a bit of armor, but it allows us to grab divine legacy and singular focus along with devastating blow. And what's really nice about that is that allows us to use 3 of the same exact skill with devastating blow, so we can run the kobolds getting that devastation as well. So that's what we're going to focus on. I do need to try and get more exposed as well, so we start off with the exposed, so we're a bit stronger, and then we're going to run and get ourselves that juicy amount from there. But I'm not finally we get that. There we go, some damage to blast. The other thing that we're going to focus on is removing the upgrades for the skills themselves, so like damage, whatever else you get from them. I don't actually know just yet. We'll see when we get them. I think it's probably just damage and then one other. But there we go, the skills are finished, so they're cast frequency. We're going to get general cast frequency, so we don't need it. And then you get like the blast increases to area damage and things like that, so we don't need that either. So it should just automatically, like, you know, self-sustain itself in terms of upgrades. We just need to find them. But you'll see now, Divine Legacy is going to go and give us damage increases, give us multicast increases, area of effect. I don't think we need the area of effect, to be honest, but we get those juicy upgrades. Movement speed is feeling a bit clunky right now, so we will look at getting an increase there, but there you go. Multicast, damage, just like I mentioned. We get rid of these ones. It opens up more multicast. We don't even need the multicast or the damage here either, but we do need the crit, the armor and things like that. So get rid of all those general upgrades. They're not going to help us too much. We're going to just constantly increase the damage for the skills through blast, legendaries. And then, you know, getting rid of all the general upgrades definitely makes a big difference. Alright, one boss already down. What's nice is these summons again have cunning. And because they're also more ranged, they stay around your character as well. So it makes it a lot easier, a lot defensive compared to all the other ones that we played with. All the other ones we played with so far have been melee minions, and therefore they don't really target what's right in front of you. These ones, at least being ranged, can keep us much safer. Okay, crit, grab that. HP, see area of effect, we'll grab 1 or 2, but I don't really see what the point of it is, so we're going to get rid of the expansive, grab the relentless, grab life, that, you know, you get the point now. Alright, we get the +2s and the damage. This is exactly what we're waiting for. Again, area of effect, I don't even think we necessarily need it. We might land up banishing it. I don't see how it helps us. What I do need is more movement speed though, because the movement speed on this character is really, really slow. What actually can be done, I need to just double check. I don't think he has access to slow. We do have access to poison, but it might be worth changing. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we can just do this without any negative effects. Are you able to? I mean, we can just grab ourselves the like chromatic bolt or chromatic slash if we need to. Probably would have been a better idea. Don't have to do it right away. We do get the movement speeds there. There's a nice damage increase as well. Some critical strike chance. Relentless. Let's just go and take this. I'm going to grab one chromatic skill actually. And this is another reason why you don't want to upgrade the stats for the actual skill. Because if you do things like what I'm about to do, you're going to lose all those passives and they're going to be for nothing. So at least now when we resummon the spider, we still gain bonuses all the previous bonuses that we've already got from the other upgrades, where we don't lose anything. So that's another reason why you want to have them active, or have the general upgrades or the specific upgrades for blast and summons and things like that over a specific summons mechanical spiders upgrade. Sorry, speaking a bit of gibberish there. Alright, we're looking for chromatic bolt, just one of them, just so that when we re-roll we can get ourselves bleed to... No, it's not bleed we need. Just give me... There we go, there's poison. That's all we needed. And then I think we can get burn if we're lucky. But not necessary. Let's just get back our easy mechanical spider. And that allows us to now get poison to... dazed, which is at least some critical strike chance on the build. So just a nice easy one over there, get ourselves the poison and move on from there. We do have to go cobalts. We should have done the cobalts first, to be honest, but it's fine. Doesn't actually matter because we do summon everything on top of us. We just got to go like this. Stay away from any boss area of effects. And there we have it. Beautiful. So let's see, we can go for the exposed. I don't have any more rerolls, unfortunately, because I used them. But luckily we were fortunate enough to get the exposed on hit there. There's Volkage and Vivolt. The only thing is, because it's two bosses, the summons tend to always focus on either or and never like on the closest one to you, which has always been a problem. But with enough summons, which we should get a decent chunk of, we should be able to like clear them very, very quickly. Let's see what happens. Okay, there's a +6 on the map so far, so we need like one more 3. Try and go a little bit quicker this round in terms of passives and things like that, because it's generally the same thing for everything. It doesn't matter what build you're playing. You generally want cast frequency, multicast, all those juicy upgrades that are going to help you. Obviously damage. Again, area of effect I don't think we need, so we can banish that actually. A bit more movement speed. Again, area of effect, not necessarily needed. We're going to go with the +2s. And then there's a double multicast here actually, which is quite weird, but it is what it is. Again, another area of effect. It's crazy just how many show up, but it's whatever. Actually, it's kind of funny if you get to a certain point with, I think it's either multicasting or cast frequency with these skills, they kind of get funky. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but their bullets, the sound they make sounds like they're bugging out. So I don't actually know if they are bugging out, but they just sound like they do. I would like an additional dash if possible. Feels like some progress here. And we had a lot of level ups over there, just waiting for us. It's going to be very interesting to see just the damage difference that occurs, because right now I'm feeling like our damage is lacking. Obviously we just got more damage there, so that definitely makes a massive difference, but it does feel kind of like weird. I don't know how to explain it, but hopefully getting this damage increase is going to make that a little bit better for us. I don't know. These things are going to just happen on their own, and that's going to be really cool. Remember how I said there's like a weird thing that happens with them? This is that weird thing. So as they spawned in, they will go crazy, like weird, like they're not shooting properly. Also, like I mentioned, you can see they're actually defeating or trying to defeat both of them at the same time. Maybe that's where area of effect comes in handy. But now, as long as we... What's really nice about these minions is because they're not melee or anything like that, is even if they're moving, you can see they do attack the boss the way that they're supposed to. So it's very cool. Reroll, there's the devastation. Ooh, we actually get shattered to priorities. Now, I don't know if this applies to our minions, but that's definitely going to be something we're going to try and increase their damage with. So there's something else we can go and grab in the future too. Over here, we're going to go and grab Aranak for the dazed to, I mean, not dazed, disoriented, the poison to dazed. Yeah, okay. There is a huge difference in damage now. Don't know about you guys, but devastation is broken. Okay. I should have started off with that upgrade. It's just ridiculous, the amount of damage difference, and you can actually feel it. So it's not even like a, oh, it's just slightly more damage, you know. No, it's a lot of damage. It feels amazing. You just go from all of a sudden absolutely wrecking everything. It just feels amazing. Okay, destroy them. There's another one down here. Easy peasy. If we could get a purple to spawn, that would be even better, but obviously, as you can see, it's not really happening for us. There's a 3, which will be the end of the round, so that's good. Let's see. We got boss fights now. We actually have 24 levels as well, so we'll get damage. Let's get some armor going there as well. We get a +1 here, which is great. Actually, I need to start re-rolling for the +1s with the legendaries as well, just so we can get them. But getting some decent upgrades over here. Mercilesses. I'm actually going to banish that because we're seeing it way too often. More than I would like to see it. Cast frequency is also pretty good. 7.6 seconds. I think we can go much lower, but it's not really, it's much of a muchness. Look at that beautiful damage. We weren't anywhere near these two bosses to start dealing damage to them even, and bam, done. Funnily enough, we have 160 movement speed, but I still feel so slow. So there's +2. Go for armor. That damage reduction is also good. And just stacking the defenses now, because as we know, if we keep going, it's going to get that much harder, stronger, faster. You know, such a cool song. Not allowed to sing it because I'll get copyright striked, but hey. I'm sure you know what song I'm talking about, guys. And there we have it. Done and dusted. That went much quicker. Grab the armor. Ooh, we could go... Oh, wait. This is perfect. Wait. Okay, wait. Before we... Oh, man. Okay, wait. That's actually very, very good. So we went for the Huntress's Snare because that's going to apply slow, which means we're now going to get slow, which means we can get slow to disarray, which means we can get disarray to disoriented as well. We also go back to Revolt and Volkage, so we can go and grab another devastation upgrade, because as we can see, the amount of damage we get increased by that is just insanely massive. And that also means that the Void King and the corrupted Void Hunters are going to get absolutely demolished, which is the plan. So you can get destroyed. Keep going. We now get slow. Eventually. Slow. There we go. Now we just need slow to, crit slow, and then it will give us disarray. That dude's outside of the circle, but we were still luckily having a ranged unit. It didn't really affect us. We're actually cruising here. This is nearly like a 12-minute run here. Because we beat the boss now, and then we go into the Nether realm. So I guess if we started off with the kobolds, we would have been much faster.
Alright. Blacksmith will cry tears of joy for this here mineral. Another piece is mine. Soon, Mr. Titan.
So trying not to do the boss fights will make it go faster as well. Damage reduction, HP, increasing the amount that we get, some merciless upgrades. There's another increase. There's the slow to disarray. Fantastic. Look at that. So easy to get what you're looking for.
Void fragment check. Yeah. Keep shooting.
Yeah, we must actually try and stay away from the boss fights because they take longer, especially if you want to try and do this as quickly as possible. So if you're trying to like speed run it, staying away from them is definitely going to make a big difference. We don't need the next slow to disarray, so we're just going to ignore it. We actually get a nice relentless there. And we can get more slow stacks, but it's not really that important either.
Let's make some noise.
So after this, we'll end up getting the poison days to go back to fight the Cobalt Brothers again, get another devastation, and then we'll go to the disarray to disoriented as well. But remember, it does get harder and harder. They do get stronger as well. It's not just us that get stronger. And then obviously as soon as the one is down, the second one goes down a lot quicker as well. Alright, so there's devastation again, plus 600%. I don't care what anything else is, we are just grabbing that as much as possible. 1246 to defeat them. Pretty decent, pretty good.
Titan blood bottled up. Time to crank open the primordial gate.
Let's see where we can go from here.
This is it. Let's make
Spore.
it loud, lethal, and legendary.
Okay, the 4 was a boss fight, unfortunately. Yeah, there. Oh, the boss is up here. I was like, there's still one more boss hiding somewhere. There we go.
Sir, I feel it. Keep rolling.
We did get damaged quite a bit there, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Oh, do you know what we can? There is one more thing that we can grab, and that's going to be slow to brittle. So yes, we can do one more thing with the Cobalt Brothers. So instead of one more devastation, slow to brittle would help quite a lot there as well.
secure.
Grab that. We got a +4 only, so that's going to take us to 12. We need... okay, wait, there's a nice big one up there. Right there in the corner. There was a missing one. So we'll be on 10 over here, plus the 4 from that. But at least that one's right in the corner, so we'll go do that one first. And then we should be able to focus after that from somewhere else. We do get nearly 1,000 stacks of shattered on enemies, so that's pretty good there as well. But let's go see what's happening here. That's another... oh, every single one of these has been a boss fight. Okay, our critical strike chance is in a pretty decent spot right now. Multicast. We can go and increase the amount. And then just disarray stacking, I guess, with armor and block. I've got lots of rerolls, I should use them. But we might need to use them for the boss, for the Void King as well as the Corrupted Void Hunters. Just go and do those, don't care about anything they've dropped. That's another fart. This one isn't, here we go. Getting stuck on the side there. Alright, time for the Corrupted Void Hunter. Let's go. More crit. It's actually good to get crit. I don't see it as a very bad thing. And then Relentless, more multicast, and then stack Disarray. So the way Disarray works is you're either going to do negative 3.5% extra damage, or you deal 75% additional damage. So it's quite a big buff to grab. Like we've mentioned before, just need to make sure that we dodge everything. I don't see this being better than the poison hounds though, unfortunately. But there we go. Okay, grab more poison, another +1. We can grab the damage, cost, frequency, and movement speed. And let's bring him out. Just have everything summoned on top of him. You are actually able to go behind the Void King while he's sitting on his throne, in case you're ever wondering, so you can actually go behind him, which is pretty cool. Our damage is lacking though, so I mean, unlike other skills, I think we can actually accept defeat after defeating the Void King. I don't see this pushing very, very far. Especially since we're not really doing too much damage to him already. If we aren't absolutely wrecking, which we didn't there, it does make it a little bit harder. So essentially, if we push, which we will, we'll go into one more round. We'll take it to a plus 6 vials, or whatever the case is, and see where we can go. But I don't think it's going to work. I'll try one more round after the Void King, see where our damage is sitting, see if wound makes a massive difference or not. But our damage, I mean, okay, that's a little bit better. Maybe him sitting on his throne was a bit of a negative over there, but let's see. So you do have to understand how this fight works. So we have to stand over here right now. We can move back now. Now we have to run to the other side of the room. Just in case you didn't know how it worked, this is actually how the fight works. Alright, perfect. And then we now fight the big boss version. Right, so now we just got to watch out for his slam attack because the animation is a bit like there we go, sometimes the line doesn't show up. So that is something that we've lost a round to before, so we do just need to be careful of it. So there we go, swing attack. Just make sure we move out the way. Don't want to stand in all these negative effects either that are sitting on the floor. I thought he was doing his swing attack, I thought wrong. There's the swing attack. Alright, we managed to beat him. It is quite hectic because remember, this is on a much higher difficulty. It wouldn't be fair to compare them in a sense. I mean, maybe the dogs don't do so well on this difficulty, but highly doubt. I think they're going to do far more damage. But that's just because of the way that their damage works compared to the damage of, like, let's say this minion. So, well, like I mentioned, we'll go through. We're going to grab a wound. There it is over there. And then let's just go one more round further and see what we can get going from there. Let's go and grab Brokenth. See, oh no, wait, I was supposed to do the Cobalt Brothers. Oops. Alright, so I made a little bit of a boo-boo. We might, let's see how quickly this one goes, how well we can defeat Broken. And if it goes really well, we'll go and do the Kobolds. If it takes us like an hour to defeat him, then obviously we're not going to continue. I think wounds made quite a big impact, actually.
Feels like some progress here.
And I think the slow to brittle is going to be a very big impact here as well.
Through the Dawnstone, we ascend. I'm coming. More void pieces for the Titan's puzzle.
Okay.
Another piece is mine.
Got a boss fight here, which is going to be quite dangerous, but it is what it is. Luckily, we got a bunch of spiders that know their job is to defeat the bosses, so we don't have to worry about that too much. Cunning makes a massive difference. There are skills you guys want to see me try and run as well, like the Chaos Golems, which I'm definitely going to give a shot to. But, I mean, they start off with Disarray and Taunting. So... Oh no, do they do Disarray? I know they stun and they taunt. I'm not sure. We'll have to double check. But yeah, I have tried using just the bunnies and they really didn't feel good, which was a bit unfortunate. Also... I mean, I don't even know what levels to go for over here. I guess we're just going to go with some block and armor and block and armor and HP. So that's what we're just grabbing right now is defenses. The rest of it doesn't really matter too much. I don't know why I went with Broken to play. It was stupid. We shouldn't have done this move. We should have just gone for the Cobalt Brothers. Yep, definitely need something more. This is the problem that we're going to come across. Where even with wound... And the problem is now we've wasted a vial, so it just makes the bosses harder. And we spent it on something where we're not really getting much value for the vial. So there was still like poison to dazed, which we didn't get, the dazed to disoriented, which we didn't get yet. There's also the cobalts, which give us brittle. There's a lot that we missed out on, and grabbing the broken over here kind of broke that. It made the boss harder than necessary, if that's going to make sense, because now we've got an extra vial, which means they're going to have more life, more damage, and all that juicy stuff that we don't want them to have. And even here you can see. So mistakes do happen. This is how we learn from it. There's nothing we can do about it. There isn't like a restart feature. I mean, there's a restart feature, but there isn't like a change your Titan feature. That'd be quite cool. Be like, oh no, I misclicked. I shouldn't be fighting this Titan. Let me fight a different one, game. Yeah, there really isn't much we can do here, unfortunately. We did defeat the Void King. We made a mistake. I have to now take ownership for that. Don't do this. Go for the Cobalt Brothers, guys. Or instead of the second devastation, grab the Brittle then, because that second devastation didn't feel like it made that much more difference. So, yeah, that was it. Like I mentioned, it's not that stronger. It's not stronger than the Poison Hounds because we've got obviously no stacking damage on them. They just deal a certain amount of damage. Still very powerful. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the skill. Have you played with it? How far did it take you? Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.